Hello everybody, this is Jekyll Gaming and today we want to have a closer look at a defending situation on Café Dostoyevsky, the first defending situation on this map. We want to have a closer look at the kitchen and the cake room. We call it cake room because of the cake counter here, and well, let's have a closer look at this level here. We have breachable walls as you are shown here, and there are different entry points for the enemies. So let's have a closer look at these entry points. There is one main entrance here, one door here, one door here, and there are different windows they use for the entry situation. If they want to get in the front room, they often use these two windows and this window, and therefore they have a lot of line of sight inside this front room. The second room is the small entry room here. It's the bakery, and there they aim through this window here, so maybe they are besides this van and so on. The third entry is over this floor, and they use these breachable walls or this door here. So what do we have to reinforce? We thought about these two elements here, these two elements here, these two elements here, 6, 7, 8, and that is enough, because these elements you only can reinforce 2. So that doesn't make sense. Spend your time for other preparations. It's important to save these doors, however you want to save them. I don't recommend castle, because castle doors help the enemy by placing cluster charges or something like that, because you have to aim for the feet. So I think wooden barricades are okay, and it's more important what operator tries to save this area here, and that leads us to our operator setting. And as always, we have Rook because of his additional armor plates. He brings almost every operator a big tactical advantage, and he's pretty heavy armored, so he can protect his own room, and he takes this small room and tries to take out incoming enemies at this window. The second operator we want to talk about is Mute. He can stop incoming drones with his jammer, so therefore he places his jammers right behind this reinforcement. Then there is a small hole over here, and maybe inside this room, this entry point here, and over here. So he can jam incoming drones and hide his own position, because he's in a disadvantage at this position, because enemies can enter from both sides, and when they coordinate their entry, they shoot at Mute from two sides. So it's better to protect your own and prevent the enemy doing recon on your position. Well, what operators do we have left? Jäger. Jäger is a pretty fast operator, so we place him right here. You see I left one breachable element here, and this element will be opened, and Jäger tries to secure both bomb sites, and he helps his teammates wherever they need him. The advantage of Jäger in this position is this cake counter, and he can take cover behind this cake counter. So that's a good position for watching this window. Smoke should take care of this front room, and he has a very difficult task because he tries to stop incoming enemies with his smoke grenades, but there are a lot of shooting lanes on him, and so he has a very difficult role in this tactic. The last one is Capcan. Capcan tries to booty trap the entry points, maybe at these 3 doors here, or in level 1 at the library, this door here. I don't change the level because last time I tried to record this tactical board, all my recordings are gone. When Capcan starts here and he knows that nobody tries to enter this door, he starts to roam, and he can take care of this floor and opens a new line of sight towards the bomb. So don't barricade this door, because Capcan takes position here and wants to snipe inside this room. So if there are incoming enemies at these 2 windows, he can take them out. If enemies are trying to enter or rush the building from this side or this window, he can flank them and shoot at them. So he has a very important role to control this whole area here. Well, I think that is a pretty nice tactic, and maybe there are some improvements. Just write it in the comments, and let's have a look at some gameplays. The first isn't the best gameplay, so it's for thinking about what conditions you have by playing these 2 bomb sites. And the second one is a gameplay where we try to realize this tactic. So sit back and have fun. Well, that is the first gameplay, and on this gameplay I want to show you the defending situation, hostage and objective. There you only have to control the kitchen. The cake room isn't necessary to control, and therefore we decided to reinforce all breachable walls. I started to electrify the reinforced walls that are important to electrify. So I decided to electrify these 3 elements. And as you can see, Mute placed his jammer at the incoming possibilities for drones, and he doesn't do it very well because 1 drone could get in and start to scan us. Then I placed my barbed wires and wait for the enemy. 1 barbed wire around the hostage, or maybe 2 barbed wires around the hostage, are pretty useful in order to slow down the incoming enemy when they want to secure the hostage. Well, and then we had to wait, and as you can see, Jäger tries to roam outside the kitchen, and he got disabled by an enemy. I think the enemy stood at one of the windows and could take our defender very easy from this position, so it's pretty dangerous outside the objective. But 1 teammate could revive him, and no, he got killed. No, he got killed. So it's pretty important to wait for some protection or wait for a better situation to revive. So in this case, reviving doesn't work. Well, as you can see, Mute and me, we are waiting here right at the hostage and take care of the main entrance. That's pretty important. And now you see they hit Smoke and they hit him from the window at this side entry here. And therefore we had to make a shooting hole to have the possibility to look inside this room. At the same time, an enemy tries to enter from the main entrance, so Mute took care of the main entrance during my revive of Smoke, and he could take out one enemy, and that was the turning point of this match. So I decided to take care of the side room, and I only had to wait for the incoming enemy and have a little peek. There I heard a drone, destroyed the drone, and then the enemy had to follow, and that was an easy kill. One enemy left. Smoke throw his grenade, and in this gas I could spot Ash and kill him. Kill her. Well, the second gameplay is the bomb defending situation, where you have to defend the kitchen and the cake room. Here you can see the start at the cake room at the cake counter, and I started to build up my reinforcements right at the same wall as that's the side room wall, yes, and there I put my reinforcements. Then I started to barricade the main entrance here and started to place my ADS. And in this gameplay the placement of the ADS isn't the best, so I think the spots I had shown on the tactical board are pretty better for the ADS. But we always keep on improving our tactics, and yeah, I think it's the most important thing in this game is to learn. Yeah, we didn't forget our additional armor plates, and then we took position right here. We are at minute 3.30, so we couldn't get back to our spot, and I decided to stay here at bomb spot A. And there I could take out the first enemy outside, but the clue of this position is the barricaded door right behind me. I couldn't escape from incoming grenades or cluster charges, so you should always try to know where you have an escape plan. And at this situation I had to cross the shooting lanes and I got hit, so I only have 58 health. But on this spot you see how I can take control of this window behind this cake counter, and that's pretty good protection. Then on my right side, Voltix got disabled right now, I think, and yeah, that shows us how difficult the situation is when you want to stay inside the cake room. So you have 3 sides where enemies can come and shoot at you, so it's pretty dangerous outside there. Yeah, we always have a short peek at this window. The enemy throws EMP at the door, and that shows us that they try to enter at this door right in front of my ACOG side. But my task was to control this window, and I think at this position pretty easy to control this window. Now you see on the right side Voltix got disabled, and I told him to crouch to my position that I can revive him, because on his situation and on his position right now it wasn't possible to revive him without getting killed. So I think they let him live in order to get me outside the reinforced walls here, and therefore I had to wait until the enemy comes, and that's a pretty dangerous situation. And then the enemy take a peek at Voltix and I could take him out, and then I had the possibility to revive him. The last one tried to plant the bomb. I heard him, so I could kill him right at the bomb site A, and the diffuser is lying there. And I think this was the turning point of this match, and as you can see, the time is running out. That was no problem to control the situation. Maybe you have some improvements for this tactic, so just write it in the comments below, and I hope to see you soon. Your Jekyll.